Welcome to your helpful tips video for exam 3. This exam is based on chapters 5 and 6. As a first step, please listen to the podcast titled Target Corporation Leaves Canada. You can either listen to the podcast or read the transcript of the podcast at this link. The podcast recounts the process that Target went through when entering the Canadian market and then exiting it. Based on readings from your course, please explain why you think Target chose Canada as a market for international expansion. What is it about Canada that was deemed to be an attractive target market for international expansion for Target? This first question is worth 20 points. The second question is worth 30 points. Based on information from your readings, please think about what multinational strategy is most descriptive of Target's expansion into Canada. No strategy is going to be a perfect fit, which is why you need to explain in detail what it is about Target's entry mode that made you choose the particular strategy that you selected. Your textbook identifies 4 different strategies: the multi-domestic strategy, the transnational strategy, the international strategy, and the regional strategy. As you think about each strategy, try to identify the variables or the actions that Target engaged in that are most aligned with one of these. There can be more than right answer. Please make sure to explain in detail to earn full credit for your answer. In question 3, which is worth 20 points, I'm asking you to think about the podcast and try to identify all of the challenges that Target faced in the Canadian market. This is a question that is not directly based on course material, but simply asks you to demonstrate listening or reading comprehension based on the content of the podcast. What does the podcast say about the factors that led to Target's failure? In the last question, which is also worth 30 points, you're asked to act as an international business consultant. Imagine that you are consulting Target and giving the senior leaders advice as to what strategy they should use when entering the Canadian market. Assuming that they had not yet entered and haven't failed, let's say they came to you before they were considering entering the Canadian market. What advice would you give the company? What strategy would you recommend they use? You identified a strategy that is descriptive of the strategic choice that Target made for entry into Canada. This is what you discussed in question 2. In question 4, you should recommend possibly a different strategy that could potentially help Target be more successful than it actually was in the Canadian market. As a reminder, those 4 strategies are discussed in chapter 3. They are the transnational, international, multi-domestic, or regional strategy. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. I'm available over email or I'm happy to schedule a Zoom call with you.